Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. And to make this video a little bit quicker, in this video, I'm going to be talking about not only my ownership expense, but my overall experience about owning my Nissan GTR. If you guys search up even just like GTR launches on YouTube, I have like I think I have like on the first page, I have 3 videos. I've been doing kind of like this YouTube thing for about 2 years. I have a little bit over 300 and I think I just passed 340,000 subscribers. So thank you guys again for all the love and the support. I know this isn't really normally a video that I talk about. It's just this concept about, again, buying and reselling cars. I need to make it, I want to get straight to the point when it comes down to like, I own this Nissan GTR for a little bit over 9 months. I bought it kind of like late 2017. Today being September 14th, 2018. I mean, I sold it like 1 or 2 weeks ago and stuff like that. I just have not had time to actually make this video due to my move from my old house to this new house and stuff like that. So I really do apologize for the delay. I'm usually a little bit quicker. I just wanted to make this little breakdown for you guys, not only to inspire you, but to like just expose people to this idea of like buying cars and not having to lose any money. So just to make it super quick and super straight to the point, I'm a GTR like fanboy. If you guys fall into that category, if you guys are watching this video and you guys don't like GTRs, I don't know why you clicked on the video. But altogether, like I love GTRs, right? It's really what motivated me at a very early age. I know it's kind of dorky, but it's just after watching the Fast and the Furious movies, it's just I became a huge fanboy. That 100%, right? So should you buy a Nissan GTR? In my honest opinion, I've had the blessing to own 3, right? I bought my first one when I was 21. I'm 23 years old now, and I was owning 2 at a time. I had my blue one, which was the Alpha 7 that I just sold, and then I have my silver one that I call Silver Bullet, also 2015, and this is a stage 2. I actually do not have the silver one. I have the spare key right here. So I have the spare key for the silver one. But you know my partnership with People's Republic of Cars, they assisted me with the sale on the blue one, the new one, the 2015, the Alpha 7. They assisted me in selling it. So they did an on consignment sale for me. It was private party. So and they really helped me out with that. So huge shout out to them. Feel free to check them out if you guys haven't already. It's Jerry that I personally work with, and he has a lot of connections in that ASU area, especially for a lot of foreign students and stuff like that. So to make it as quick as possible, did I make any money when it came down to owning this car? No. I bought it for $65,000 and I sold it for $65,000. Usually my goal is to make money while owning these cars. I could have probably, if you guys, and I was going to do like an analysis. I have like Car Gurus pulled up. I don't know if you guys want me to get into that. I'm actually live right now, so you guys could see, you guys are tuned in right now, right? So this is the live chat. But I was going to do this analysis. I sold my car for $65,000. I have the car paid off, right? If you guys look in my actual area, so I buy and resell cars. It's something that a lot of people within YouTube or my friends know that I do, right? I'm not even the only one within my friend group. We have friends that do it as like a full-time and full source of income. I want to give a huge shout out to Caleb. He made more money reselling cars this week than I did trading. I think he broke $4,000 or something like that. So, but absolutely, he's killing it. My style of reselling is more of like I buy cars that I really have a passion for, I enjoy them, and then resell them either for a profit or I break even. And I did a little breakdown for you guys. Honestly, it's just to be fun. And I know a lot of you guys are like, there's a lot of like very like fun videos about GTR launches and stuff like that. They really like make you fall in love with the car, but no one ever talks about like how to buy one, or is it worth buying one, or your experience buying one and stuff like that. You guys know that obviously we invest in the stock market and we do technical analysis when breaking down stocks. I just kind of wanted to do a breakdown on my experience, ownership expense and stuff like that. So very quick breakdown. Should you buy a GTR? Yes. It's honestly just my opinion, so don't go based off of this, right? You should never invest based on other people's opinion. But the cost, I'm going to be as transparent. Yes, I bought it for $65,000. I sold it for $65,000. So I didn't lose any money in that perspective, but there's obviously ownership expenses, right? And I have to be like honest, right? My cost was $917. The 2 back tires were very worn out when I bought them. They're R AAA tires. If you guys know them, they're super expensive. Due to my connections, I was able to get two, right, for the back for $917. Based on my understanding, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, so two AAA tires, that's an expense that I incurred that probably with a normal car, I probably would not have incurred. I mean, with normal cars, maybe it would have been $100, $200, definitely not almost $1,000. And I know, right? So the thing that follows is my insurance was $214 a month. I wanted to show you guys last time I made a video like this about like my Corvette Z06, people didn't believe like how inexpensive my insurance was. I mean, I don't have any speeding ticket. Actually, no, I do have a speeding ticket now. And I didn't have any speeding tickets. And okay, so I recently just got a speeding ticket. That's the thing. And I forgot to share that with everyone. But I wanted to show you this on the screen. So I'm going to show you guys my kind of like little State Farm thing. Let's see if it pops up. Let me move it a little bit. Let's see. Here we go. Dang, man, I suck at this. What's going on? My name's Ricky at Ameritrade. I think it's pulled up. Yeah, so right here is pretty much where we have it. So State Farm policy, I just covered my payment plan number just for security purposes and stuff like that. 2015 Nissan GTR, $213.94 a month. I rounded it up to $214, and yeah, but altogether $214 a month, and then registration refund. I need to show you guys that. I don't know if you guys know this, and I know that this is unique to my specific state. I live in Arizona. First of all, one thing that you guys know, if you're part of the Flipping Wheels lesson library, or even if you're part of the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, one thing that I talk about is that in Arizona, on private party sales, meaning from person to person, no dealerships involved, you do not have to pay taxes. Not sure if you guys knew that. And also an incentive in Arizona that a lot of people are not aware about is the registration that you pay in the very beginning. If you don't use the car for the entire year, there's a prorated refund. Not too sure if all of you guys know that either. And I submitted my refund, and I want to show you guys how that kind of looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on my screen once again. Give me one quick second. There we go. So here we have it. So I think I hope I covered everything that I should have. I covered my plate and stuff like that when I requested my refund, the day that I sold it, right? And the amount that I got back, $592.70. Definitely not bad, and every dollar counts. So that's pretty much my experience when it comes down to ownership expenses and what I incurred. I honestly, in my honest opinion, I don't think that's that much for the type of car that I got to experience. It's an Alpha 7 GTR. I got to put over 10,000 miles on it. I bought it with less than 30,000 miles, and I sold it with over 40,000 miles, right? Bought it for 65, sold it for 65, incurred a monthly expense of $214 on average for my insurance, paid $917 for the two back tires, and then I did get an oil change, but huge shout out to Nissan of Chandler, right? They hooked me up with an oil change, and I did not pay one penny. I know that's not something that everyone gets to experience, so that's about $200, right? And that's pretty much it with costs. I've had to pay for like car washes and what else? Gas, right? So it maybe consumes a little bit more gas. The overconsumption is definitely not the best. But now I want to talk about what I absolutely love about the GTR. We talked about the cost, right? Not the best stuff. I don't think that the cost was that bad. I don't know. I want to get your guys' opinion. But the incentives, right, of owning a GTR. You get to experience a GTR pool. Honestly, right? That is a huge, I think, reason that people buy GTRs, because you could do the GTR launch control. You could film videos about it and stuff like that. Again, I'm just trying to have fun with it. And that's really what I wanted to do from the very beginning. The next thing is it's fun, right? And then it follows, the thing that follows is you get a lot of smiles per gallon. I know the MPG might not be there, but the SPG is definitely there. Smiles per gallon, 100%. If you ever have friends or buddies that are in your car, it's an absolute blast in my honest opinion. The car that I had, Alpha 7, had an exhaust as well. And it sounded amazing. It was an amazing experience, and it was always a fun car to have. It was a 4-seater, 2 back seats. Definitely not recommended unless your friends are either 3 feet tall or have a crooked neck and stuff like that, because obviously those 2 back seats are almost useless. And then the thing that follows is networking. I can't even read my handwriting. Networking. This is actually getting a little bit more into it. Networking and experience, and then obviously ending it with fun and fun. The thing that I wanted to talk about is that this is something also that I don't think enough people talk about, because usually people that I think, like, in general, a lot of younger individuals are becoming a lot more successful at an earlier age, and a lot of them automatically buy a GTR. But I have to be 100% like honest. One of the huge incentives that I experienced when I first bought my first GTR was a 2012 GTR when I was 21. Networking. That's not something that a lot of people talk about. I wouldn't go to a lot of car meets or anything like that, but when it came down to the people that also own GTRs, or the people that also own exotic cars, and then now you guys can become friends because you have something in common, or some form of like, just you guys share a passion for cars. And although as minute or irrelevant that might sound, it's 100% something that I don't think a lot of people talk about, but it's something that every single supercar owner experiences if they put themselves out there. And that's really just it. I want to, obviously you guys know like how much these GTRs are worth, right? We talk about the concept of buying and reselling cars multiple times, and you guys can do it all yourself. GTR is just an example. I have a passion for cars, and that was like a huge like goal of mine from a very early age. One of my first cars that I had a huge passion for was Ford Mustangs. All my Camaro followers, right? Camaros probably hate Mustangs and stuff like that. But really, like one of my first goals was to buy a Ford Mustang. And my goal was to buy it, enjoy it for about a year, and then resell it for what I bought it for. And I was able to do that, even as my first flip, right? My first flip for a fast car that I thought to be as a fast car. Altogether, the whole point of this video is just to remind you that you don't have to lose money when owning your dream car. If that's a Ford Mustang, if that's a Toyota Camry, if that's a McLaren 570S, regardless of what it is, right? You do not have to lose money if you understand what the car is worth, how fast it depreciates, and how you can sell it. And then this is just a friendly reminder. To put it into perspective, one example that I think is great, and you guys can check, a year or 2 years down the road, but when it comes down to like a 2009 to 2010 Nissan GTR, you'll find them at around like $40,000 to maybe $45,000. But that car itself, and because of the quality and let's say it's clean title, normal car, normal miles, all that good stuff, that car itself at $45,000, although the price tag is very high, when I think about buying a car, I don't necessarily think about so much about the price itself. And I know that that's something that not everyone can do, but again, that's not the point. The whole point is when looking at buying a specific car, I view how fast or how much more it has to depreciate. When it's a car that's already, like it came from like 80, 90,000 and it depreciates to a certain point where even 1 or 2 years down the road, it would be very hard to imagine a Nissan GTR to be selling for less than 30,000, less than 35,000. And as long as you understand that, if you can, as of now, find a good car within your area that has decent miles and that you think that you can take care of it and is worth to be a good investment. Again, the GTR is just an example, but if they sell from around $40,000 to $45,000 and then being able to negotiate your way down to $37,000 to maybe $36,000, so you build yourself a margin of cushion, right? You get to enjoy it, and then on top of that, when you sell it 9 months or a year down the road, regardless of what it is, even if you take a small loss or you break even, or even if you come out on top, the amazing thing about that is that you did it the smart way. So that's really just it. And yeah, so Steven right now is saying like, I have a Honda Accord, 100%. I want to let you guys know that, are the GTRs, if you're gonna, is your goal to buy and resell GTRs to make the most money, then maybe this is definitely not the case. Want to give you guys an amazing example. Again, our partner within Flipping Wheels, Caleb Webb, he bought a Jaguar S-Type. I think it's 2004. Again, not the most attractive car, not the dream car and stuff like that a lot of people imagine. The car normally sells for about $2,400 to about $3,400 within our area, and you guys can do your own research. He was able to find one and negotiate one down to $1,000. That car, he's selling it, I think tomorrow, for $2,800, $1,800 in return, over 100% profit on a $1,000 investment. That's more profit than I made on this GTR. Just to put it into perspective, you don't need a lot of money to start buying and reselling cars, or you don't need a lot of money to get into this game of buying cars, enjoying them, and reselling them for a profit. When we bought that Jaguar, we bought it for a friend that we were going to have to enjoy the car so he could have a car to commute, and then later down the road, we could sell it, right? Sell it, either break even or for a profit. But the idea is have a passion for what you do, make sure that you do your research, make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into, and just be smart about it, right? If you have a passion for, I know a lot of people have a passion for maybe like a Lamborghini or something like that. I wish you guys the best. Set up a plan on how you're going to get there to be able to afford it, and then take into consideration all the ownership expenses and also the depreciation opportunity that it offers. If you think it's like, if I'm going to buy a 2018 Bentley, right after I drive it off the lot, it's going to automatically depreciate. So maybe that's not the best investment. Even a 2018 Honda Civic, I will lose more money on that than I will reselling a GTR. But that's not something that always people think about. People always think about the dollar value. Don't be so focused on the dollar value, but think about how fast it will depreciate and how you can come out on top. That's really just it. So thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope that this is a video that you guys found of value. If so, we'd really appreciate the thumbs up. If you guys don't like these videos and you guys would like me to stay away from them, feel free to comment down below what you guys thought about this video and stuff like that. So, and I know there's a bunch of, again, this video is very just elementary with how I broke things down. If you guys want someone to guide you throughout the entire process of buying and reselling cars, again, that's why we started the Flipping Wheels community. If you guys have 30 seconds, feel free to check it out. It's that second link in the description, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys have 30 seconds, if not, 100% I understand. But we do have this free group. It's called Tech Solutions. I believe it's the fourth or third link in the description. It's our free Facebook group. We have over 150,000 members. And if you like surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, then I'm sure that you would see value in our group. So altogether, hope you have an amazing day. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Please have a safe Friday and weekend, and hopefully we can see you in our Sunday stock talk. Thank you guys again, like always. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.